Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is March 23rd, 2018, and that means it is a Friday, which means it's another wonderful day for basics. We'll have to apologize right off the bat. I do have a little bit of a cough tonight, it would appear, so I hope I can edit all that out of video, but if I don't, I do apologize. That said, we are here on Foxy as our little 5Q, but for now we're going to go 1033 against the 5Q and see if we can't get into a little bit more of an aggressive game. He wants 1053. That seems okay. So, a bit of an aggressive game. You can open up however you want. However, we do not need AM and PM or the time in the lower left-hand corner. Now, I did agree to a 1053, so maybe he's really serious about using all of his time. Now, since I'm going to just do a bit more of an aggressive game, I am also going to not do any kind of real opening here. I mean, double 4-4, about as bland as you can get. I'm going to approach high. Since I am on the 4th line, I'm looking to maybe start a little bit of a fight here. But preferably one that's in my favor, and we can talk about why it's in my favor versus why it's not. Maybe some fights that wouldn't make so much sense. That kind of deal. If I wanted to play influence, I could always do something like this, kind of change direction and just build. You can kind of get into fighting that way too. But for now, I am going to play Joseki because by now I think most people know the standard one-space pincer when you approach high in a 3-4. I mean, it's one of the two most common responses that you can get nowadays, I think. I mean, you could get the straight-out attachment, and they just let you, settle and, do whatever. Or, yeah, just, throw down that pincer and start some static. But then again, maybe he is not... Oh, yep, there we go. So, he's probably going to jump to here now. I always have a little bit of difficulty deciding what I want to do when he does that. Or he could do a tiger's mouth. That'd be fine, too. That is A-OK as well. Interesting person I'm playing tonight. He is 60 and 60. Kind of interesting. And he's actually taking his time, which is even stranger. Okay. Well, I thought maybe he was looking up the Joseki, but he is certainly not, because this should be played here or here. But I want to keep things separated, so you know what I'm going to do? I will happily go ahead and respond to this, because I want to keep things a little bit separated. That is what I have in mind today. Keep things separated, see if I can't maybe do a little bit of attacking. Make sure my groups have bases, that way I'm strong. If I'm in a strong position, then I can attack. If I'm not in a strong position, then I cannot quite so much. So here is what I'm referring to. It looks like we have the beginnings of a base, and we're out, right? Corner, side, center is all well and good, but I seem to have Sente at the exact time where he wants a base here, right? So our first little bit of an aggressive move is going to take away his base. It's a little bit of an aggressive move, just slightly, because I can live, in the corner, I can come out, I can extend. It's 3 ways my group can be okay. So I don't really need another move there just yet. But I know he wants to extend and make this into something, so I can take that away from him. Always evaluate your groups. Always evaluate your groups. Don't play anything just out of habit or reflex. That's how you give away Sente when you're not supposed to. Sometimes you play something and it actually had no value. At that point, it's as if you just passed. And it's not so good. Alright, so he capped me. That is an attack. Now, you could say, we're playing aggressive, right? So we're going to go and fight him now. No, we're going to make sure we're okay now. First and foremost. Remember, we're fighting for something. If I, try to cut through here, what am I fighting for? An attempt to kill this, I guess. But, I mean, If I get a wall here, am I using it for anything? Not really, so why would I keep fighting this? It wouldn't make any sense. Instead, we're just going to go and be like, boop. Back off, get some territory. My 3/3 is going to vanish in a minute because that's the thing that everyone's doing nowadays. So, you know, we'll look forward to that, and that's okay. If he invades your 3/3, don't go crazy. Be like, ooh, we gotta kill something now. He took my corner away. Because, I mean, this didn't take any territory for itself. This didn't take any territory for itself. So, if we get to keep this and then maybe go back and attack as well, now that we've defended, I mean, that's better for us than it is for him, right? If your opponent's just running around being like, I'm going to invade here, invade here, invade here, that means they have no points, so just chill, let them. Alright, now here's kind of what I was referring to. He's jumping in and he's going, ooh, I'm going to remove all of your territory. How do we kill it? Chill. Just be nice and strong. We're good. There's no reason to panic. Even if he lives here, we'll get a solid wall. Right. What could we use the solid wall for? Well, if it's in Sente, I see an area of the board here is completely open. Yeah, don't do this one. He doesn't get to do that. He doesn't deserve that. So we're actually, this is so weird that we're doing this. We're actually going to block this way. And we're going to throw in, actually, you know what, screw throwing in. I'm just going to play here. I'll play nice and connected. He has to do that. Now, this is like, ooh, but what if, who cares? The push and the cut still works. You see that? There's no reason to care. We're good. Push and the cut still works. So, I'm happy. Let him take what he wants. Because so far, these moves, this move, and these moves are only trying to give him like 2, 4, 6, let's call it 10 points. Let's call it 10 points of territory. Don't answer that because it's irrelevant. Instead, we can ask ourselves, can we make something here? I think we can. But you know what I said earlier today? We're going to play a bit more an aggressive game. So tell you what, let's just kick it up a notch, shall we? Just a little bit. What if, for example, I don't take the largest point on the board, and I decide to poke this a little bit more, right? Because this is not a large knight, it's not a small knight, it's like a super extended knight. So I should be able to cut that, right? So what if, just hypothetically, what if it's something simple and just decide, I don't know, oh gosh, there's a lot of different possibilities here, aren't there? Let's just do this one. I'm just gonna cut this stone from this stone. Now that I have Sente, we're gonna cut that off a little bit. The large point is good if you are playing, you know, a more pure style, and you are you're playing a more pure style and you're solidly adhering to basics. But this is kind of putting a little bit more pressure here. You can see we've already profited, and if he got 10 points in here, is it 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yeah, maybe 10 points, 10 points-ish. Then, are we getting it from here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Like, this is all we would need to profit to equalize this, right? But we've got this potentially, right? So that's more than this. And this still hasn't made anything yet. Corner for corner, okay. But weak group, questionable. What's going to happen here? So we seem to be okay for now. I'm poking here before he can extend up because that could be an I shape, and I'm threatening to Hane at the head of 2 and 3 stones and things like that. So at this point, I'm going to extend again, I think. Yeah, I don't want him to Hane at the head of that, do I? But we do have to keep things nice and separated. Okay. I'll just come on out. I left a little bit of a weaky thing back behind. It's unfortunate. I did it bad with my shape. That's true. We'll have to live with it. That's all there is to it. I should have descended down here and not gone up that way. Oh well. Little bit of a bad. But the important things when you're trying to fight, keep things nicely separated. He should play here into this one. Then I have 2 liberties. I have to play something like this. Oh, it sucks. Oh well. We'll just eat it. And then maybe we'll eat this after he defends his cutting point. So it's not the end of the world. Alright, sorry about that. He played there as we anticipated. Now we're going to go ahead and block that like we've just mentioned. Slight delay while I was waiting for a move. I went ahead and I put some music on. Almost forgot about that. For those interested, we're listening to some K-pop tonight. Okay, it's coming out. That's completely a-okay. I'll go ahead and come out as well. I don't want to be surrounded in. Going to extend up because the Hane at the head of 2 and 3 stones is a proverb. I don't want to be breaking. Don't want to let him do it. Ain't going to let him do it. Okay, we got that. Tell you what, I'm just going to go ahead and turn and connect up my groups. That way we are okay. Now we've got influence like all the way over here. Now that we're in a strong position, this turn doesn't matter quite so much. So if I wanted to, and I do, I'm going to go and jump back in here because I'm identifying that our groups are nice and strong. So we're in a position where we can keep trying to attack. So I'm going to do something a bit like this, which is leaning obviously more towards going under his group and applying pressure than, you know, approaching the corner. He's going to defend himself like so. Very, very basic sequence. I can't decide if this is a good move or not. I think it is, right? Because I won't make the exchange. It feels weird to remove that liberty right now, so let's just not do it. Instead, I guess I kind of want to just be like, let live and let live. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll go ahead and live and let live. This threatens to go underneath and live and come out and live, and that's okay. If he pushes here, I can Hane and go over top of stone, and that is okay as well. Some of you might be saying, what if he plays here? Then I'm going to connect, and then he's going to go here, and then I'm going to have Sente. Maybe at that point, I'll actually develop this right-hand side. Alright, so he's trying to do that. I don't want to do any kind of shenanigans here, because the 3-3 is available still. And I may want to actually attack it later. So instead, I'm going to spend this move and, I don't know, just come on out, I guess. Threatens to go over top in 2 different places. This is the benefit of strength. I can just kind of keep attacking and keep pressuring things. However, I do want to impress upon you that it is very important that we develop. So I'm going to jump out again. You might be wondering, how is that developing? You idiot, you're just jumping randomly. Well, it is and it isn't. I'm threatening to surround a corner, and I'm threatening to make this into a larger wall. The wall then spans almost across the entire board. And those kind of walls have a way of making territory, unbeknownst to your opponent. So let's see what he does. Is he going to come out on top, or is he going to let me surround him? Because we're kind of doing two things at once. Oh, right. So we're going to go and play here, because you know about the Hane at the head of 2 and 3 stones. Because you are a basics player, and you respect the basics. And proverbs are definitely among your repertoire. It leaves a cutting point behind, you might say, but that is completely okay because we're pretty much alive with like one freaking move. We can do like the whole jumpy and closey stuff. We can turn here if we want to as well, and then just like surround. So I don't really view us in being any particular danger, and once we've established that, we can keep fighting. It's always not fighting because, you know, well, I just want to start a fight. It's fighting because we're recognizing that our shape is strong enough to let us do that. Same thing that we had here. Our shape was strong enough to let us fight, right? So that's what we're gonna do. I hear ya. We're doing it. We're aggressively enclosing. In this case, we're fighting for development, it would appear. I was curious what we're fighting for, but we're always, it looks like we're always fighting to build what we have. Like, he gave us this great wall, so we kind of fought for like more of a wall and some influence, and then we attacked here, we got out. That we don't have to care about in the slightest because our group is safe, right? Isn't it? It is, right? It is, right? Because like he goes and then I go, and who cares? He can't do anything. I mean, we're fine, I think. So I guess I'll complete my happy little surround by playing here. Now we have influence that spans the entire board. Yeah! I think I'm not dead. I think we're okay. Now you might say, what if you're wrong and you're dead? Well, if I'm wrong and I'm dead, what's the worst that happens there? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Like what? Maybe picks up the extra 30 points? We could probably get 30 points with a wall that spans the entire board. Like here, we can pick up 30 points in here. Easy peasy. By the way, 3-3 now works too. Oh, that is what I like to see. Yeah, hit my 3-3 like it owes you money. This is one of those instances where I'd be tempted to kill someone. I don't think I can. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, he's good. That's weird, but he's good. I'm just going to connect. I don't want to get into a co because I can see things you wouldn't believe. But alright, let's pick up some more territory. Bum, 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 bum. He's only alive in co right now on top of the board. What is this? I recognize it. Alright, FX, Paper Heart. Probably got ridiculously sappy lyrics, but as long as you don't know what it actually is, it doesn't sound too bad. Alright, so here, we're probably killing this, just straight up. We're going to start with a 2-space extension, or 2-space pincer, because he has 2 stone wall. We expand, so we listen to the proverb, number of spaces, or number of stones in wall +1. So we go 2 wall, So 1, 2, plus 1. Proper pincer, because that's his proper extension. So blam. Using, that's fine. That is, don't want to die. He needs to get, like, fancy, like, attached to me, go under, do something. He needs to get all fancy schmancy. By the way, theoretically, we could just drop down here, take this, and be fine, because this is, like, 10th line across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we just get this, I mean, he has to kill us here just to even contend. I don't see a reason to get bent out of shape over what he's doing. So I'll just go ahead and block him in. Like, protect cutting point. Like, right now, it looks like he's trying to develop 2 eyes in this area, which I don't think you can do that. I really don't. It's weird, but I don't think that's actually a thing you can do. So, 1, he can grab 1. But I think that even that one's probably going to be kind of goats. Kind of ghosted. If he drops down, I drop down. I could Atari too, but... Okay, I will be interested in my territory too. That's actually interesting. If I go here, he's gonna clamp. If I go here, he's gonna clamp. If I go here, he's gonna honey. It works. It works. It really works. Son of a frack biscuit. I mean, I could fight it. I could play weird moves to fight this, right? But... Oh, Jinsei Kasha, go shut up. Alright. Alright. I'm going to defend this one because I'm interested in killing this group. He gets to connect. That's just what's going to happen there. Nope. No connection. Alright, so all of it's gonna die. No need to be greedy here. He's trying to attach to come on in. And I think I'm just going to be hunting on the inside and killing him. No. I cut, well, and again, is that really bad? I go here, he goes there, I go there, he goes there, I go there. He has to connect. I go, I mean, that's not bad. It's probably bad. Right?
9, 8, 7, 6.
I guess I'll honey on the outside. I think the other way might be okay too. I don't know. Ooh, he's gonna cross-cut me. Cross-cut, so we're gonna protect this one, make sure he doesn't get captured or anything like that. Only option now is to play the Atari again. We'll respond to that as well. We're not gonna be super greed pants, because he still needs a move here, and then if he Atari... Oh, Snapple. Just drop straight down. I guess the Atari is okay too. I just didn't want him to play the Atari against me in exchange for an extra free move on the inside. So this does a good enough job of watching out for our things. So now he's getting a couple of forcing moves. He's getting a couple of moves in the center, but he can never cut me here. You might notice, because if he cuts, I'm just going to go ahead and cut him back. He only has 2 liberties. Then he Ataris me. He still only has 2 liberties, and he doesn't really ever get any more than that. Well, if he runs long enough, I guess he could. But I mean, it's not really going anywhere, so who cares?
9, 8, 7, 6.
Not sure what he'll do next. Yep, don't do that. We're not letting him get more forcing moves. I could have played here and killed these, but then maybe there's like a wraparound and some forcing moves there for like walls and things in the middle, and I just don't see a reason to invite that kind of thing. If you don't have to create Aji against your opponent, then maybe you just shouldn't. Don't need to create the Aji. Don't create the Aji. Right? Nice and straightforward. That is a move that says, I don't know what's going on anymore. So we're going to poke his shape point, which is that, because you can see that threatens to kind of like make eyes. You can see that the pushing and like the Hane and things tries to do stuff as well. I don't think I need to play this one, but I don't see any reason not to. Poking at my cutting points. He's going crazy. He's a crazy boy. Okay. Hasn't created any new... Oh, that's Gote. Because our group seems to be fine as is, therefore I don't see a reason in particular why I would have to respond to that. And we can see the new area that he's developing, so since that doesn't seem to be Sente, we can go off and do any other things. Now you might say, but what if he cuts in through here? Well, then we could just turn around and literally take one stone, and then we'll be fine. Remember what I just said? Remember what I just said? Now check this next part out. We are going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm going to play the Hane here. Scary, scary, scary. I'm being surrounded. I'm being surrounded. Hold me. I'm scared. But you can see where we're going with this. His only attempt to live is going to involve killing me. Like right now, we've got multiple ways to live. Diagonal is a little bit bad because we'll just go ahead and be like boop, and then boop, and then those stones will be dead. And remember, this can live. We can go back and make this live. Twitter announcement, anything important? Wow. Okay. This is fine too. He might play here. He might. Keep in mind, this move has nothing to do with this move. So if he actually connects here thinking I'm going to connect, I'm not. I'm going to cut him. There we go. Alright, so here's where it gets fun, because I'm going to play here first, because we're getting rid of his eye shape. You see that? It's like, hey, do you mind if I cut through you? Do you mind if I just cut your face off, good sir? You do mind. Alright, then we're going to go back and live. We were able to play this way, this aggressively, because of the weakness in the corner. You cannot attack and kill your opponent with wet noodle. You need to be strong like the mountain. And this is wet noodle. He was trying to slap us with wet noodle. And we were just like, no. Now he has to live here by playing a move, or he's dead. Then we just play this one. And we are alive completely. Yep. And just like that, Bob's your uncle. It's a very important thing about a game. If you're trying to play an aggressive game, you always have to be aware of your own strengths and weaknesses and your opponent's. Obviously goes without saying, so I'm going to repeat that again. Definitely be aware of your opponent's weaknesses. Because if your opponent has a bunch of weaknesses and then he's trying to get up all in your grill, then maybe you just lay him out. Be like, no man, you can't do this. You got weak points. You can't play this way. So he has no eyes right now. I see a place for him to get one eye in Gote by playing in here. Otherwise I can push. He connects. Hane, respond. Hane, no eye here. Right? So at this point, he's dead. There is absolutely nothing he can actually do right now for life. He can only make one eye in goats. There's no reason to play here, because I can Hane here whenever I feel like, and just kill that. On the bright side, the upper right-hand corner went back and lived. It's good. It's good. Here we're just making sure that he doesn't have any kind of weird like shape points that he can make later. You probably don't actually need to play it, but I mean, what's it hurt, you know? Again, same thing. Like, can he turn here and make something? I don't know, and I don't care. We're just gonna go ahead and play it. Okay. Now, if you were at all uncertain if he could actually live here, you could still play a couple of forcing moves just to make certain. Since I don't really care, I'm just gonna go and play here now. Like, he's dead. I don't see a way for him to make an eye. In fact, his last move didn't even connect him. I could play here and disconnect one or the other. Could also just cap here, or cut here, whatever that word is. Because, I mean, that doesn't go anywhere. He can play here, but I think that's dead now. Is it dead? I'm not really sure, to be honest. It might be. We surrounded it and it didn't defend itself, so now we're probing it. I'm not sure if it can die. I'm seeing a lot of variations where it's really tough for it to. Like, this isn't good enough. Because we just play here. Falsify, or, yeah, you play here, falsify that, and if you, like, play the tiger's mouth, we just throw in, right? If he plays here, gets a little bit more questionable. I mean, we could clamp. I guess that gives us our best shot at killing. Oh, snap. Does that actually work? I'm going to go ahead and play here. Because he's trying to make a tiger's mouth shape, right? Someone just followed the channel. Not side effects. Follow the channel. Thanks for the follow. It's always amusing to me when someone follows the channel when I'm not even live. But thanks for that. I do appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. If you are out there watching this video at some point. I think we can just play here, right? If he plays here, we just play here. Do like a little throw in. Make sure it doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think he's dead. And Plato 456 was my last sub. I think that was while I was offline too. Thanks for the sub there, Plato 456. Much appreciated, good sir. Yeah, followed. Yep, that was while I was offline. Confirmed. Much appreciated. Lose on time? I might lose on time. I also keep looking at this and realizing this isn't actually alive yet either. It's close, but it's kind of sketchy. Like, this turns into one eye. The other eye has to come in from here. I don't know. You should be able to poke at this, though, for life, right? Hane, respond, extend, respond. So even if I do get this in, I think he's good to go. Yep. I anticipated that one a long time ago. Problem is, this right here still tries to block, or it still falsifies the eye, right? Oh. Oh. By the way, don't throw in. Just connect and then play here. If he plays here, I have to play this one. Yeah, don't throw in. And then I need to connect back. Because if he plays here and I falsify that he can clamp. Can he do that right now? Can he clamp? No, I'll take. Yeah, if he goes after this right now, I just take this. Right. And then I play here. And then if he plays here, I play here. It's Seki! Oh, I should have played here then. I messed up the kill in the corner. This is Seki. Yeah, I should have played here right now. But I think maybe he could have played here first before I played something over here to get my response and then do this? Huh. Not sure. Either way, it's Seki. Should be Seki, so I'll let it Seki. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and play here. Stands to reason, makes sense, I like it. Looks like we're alive, so we're just playing here just to make certain that there's no weird, because it's supposed to be second here for left-hand corner, that there's, nothing there that's gonna come back and haunt us, Now you might be saying, well, why don't you just turn around and, play this move and kill it? Because I don't like doing that. This is something that should clearly be Seki. And I'm not going to play here unless I really, really, really have to make it not Seki. Because the reason why it's Seki, in case you're not able to see that, because if he plays this one, I go into try to kill the eye, then this is all solid, so there's no liberty shortage here, right? Kind of weird, but okay. So if this is all connected, then there's a liberty here and here. And if I turn, the Tetra shape is just good to know that it's not alive. Same thing here. Tetra shape in different way, right? This little lightning bolt thingy. That does not a corner dead shape make. Can just go ahead and extend down. Essentially, we're trying to avoid the Hane, if at all possible, because Hanes create cutting points, and cutting points create you dead. Just gonna bamboo this up for safety's sake, and then I'll continue dropping down. Change songs. Oh, I recognize this one too. This is not K-pop. What's this doing in the playlist? This is the, yeah, Stranger Things remix, Superpowers. No reason to Hane, so we're not going to play the Hane. I did enjoy Stranger Things. Netflix has put out some really, really good shows. So we can see that there's no possible way on Earth for him to make an eye in this little square, right? He would actually have to surround this to get that point as an eye shape, right? And there is no way we're gonna fall asleep long enough for him to be like doot, and then like solid the sides. It's not gonna happen. Let's go ahead and kill those. I mean, you could connect two, that'd be fine. We can Hane it because we can read the cut point, doesn't go anywhere. It just ensures that there's no weird shenanigans that are going to happen in here. Anything weird to look after here? I don't think so, right? I mean, what is he possibly threatening? This one? Into that one, right? So we can just go ahead and play here and say no to it. Seems fine. This game is taking longer than I usually intend. I can probably cut a lot of it in editing, though. It's just gonna take forever.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, 2 verse 3, but sure, why not, right? Yep. Finally got the move in that he always deserved. Like long time ago we said he'd get that move in. That makes sense. That makes sense. So we can play here. This clamp here keeps staring at me. It's like, I know how to falsify this area. Shut up. I got an idea. Shut up. Bom bom boom. But actually, ooh. This is the part that got me sketched. Like, if I play here, I mean, I'm pretty certain we're okay, and if we lose this entire group, I don't actually care. Because I don't see that happening, unless this is I have to respond to for some reason, but I don't think I do, right? Right. Yeah, we're good. But again, at this point, even earlier, if we weren't sure at all, we could just like have gotten rid of this because the wall that spanned like the entire frigging board with all of this open space would be worth sacrificing this. That would have been enough to make Shibano completely proud. Speaking of Shibano, he had a pretty good game. I think I'm going to go over it on a real board. There was some real bite to his play.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 三二
Young Shabano is sharpening his claws. Slowly but surely. Oh, ran out of time? Okay, that's okay. So I guess we can go over this game briefly, just to reiterate a few things that we mentioned during the game. Bland opening, whatever, high approach, standard stuff. This is a little bit unusual. Usually, again, we play something like this or this just to keep everything nice and simple. This is a little weird because we don't have like a base here yet. Now we're making our opponent stronger. This should have been ignored and then maybe played over here. Because if I play this, seriously, who cares? Right? This is better than this. So it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Instead, we were strong because we knew we could do this, this, and this to get maybe a little bit of a lag here, I think. Because, yeah, from here we live, right? That was 2 moves at once. That clicked again. That's so weird. Okay, that's weird. So yeah, can't really do anything here. So we can see that we're alive, right? It's not good life, but it is life. And that means we can play something a bit more aggressive. Find out what he wants to do and be like, no, you can't do that. But our life comes first, so we've strengthened ourselves, despite the fact that we're trying to take an aggressive posture. At worst, he plays something like this. You know? But that's not the end of the world, because we just go ahead and come out, make sure this doesn't turn into like a huge wall. And then we can go off and play something else. So who got the better of that exchange? He gets this. I'm developing this. And I could even attack here later on. So it looks like we got the better of that exchange. We could also potentially cut here later on too. If we want something like really super stupidly aggressive, we could be like here into there, right? Risky though. Like you're giving up so much for that particular attack, right? I wouldn't recommend this pattern because I'd be concerned the amount of territory we're giving up here. It just might not be worth it. But it's available. Should have been here. Should have been here. So I anticipated this into this, into this, into something like maybe here. And then after he defends himself, or, you know, if he doesn't, we cut him immediately, then we could just play something like this and be like, okay, that's fine. It's not bad. Maybe poke that first too if we need to. I don't know. Seems good. The reason why for the poke is because it makes this possible. Without this stone here, he could do like Atari out. You see? So this is just a good defensive move, not Ajkesh. These moves are really, really good because even if he makes not this exchange, because he's already alive, and play something like this, you can see how we're developing anyway, because the sheer stupid amount of influence that we have is just paying off so well. Here we're threatening to surround 2 places at once. He's like, don't surround me over here. Then I was like, okay, I will anyway. And he didn't defend over here, so we surrounded that too. And at this point, this is just dead. I don't think you can live with that group. But I do know if you play away from it, you really can't live with that group. Like, maybe he could have played something like this. But at this point, even if we back off right now, like, we're still ridiculously happy, right? This says black's up by 14 points without actually giving me the territory, or yeah, the territory center of the board. So, obviously we're up by more. And then, of course, there's the added benefit that this is dead. Right? Right? There's just no way to live right that. And here you'll notice how we're not creating any new stones that we don't need to create in order to keep him dead. Like, we created this new stone, but we also use an opportunity to go back and connect it just to make sure we were nice and strong. But we're not, like, throwing in new stones that have, like, liberty shortages and that can be pushed around, things like that, in order to go back and kill him. Because that way we're limiting how much bad Aji is there. And then this area kind of got me interested. Like, this is really interesting. If I play here, yeah. Like, if he plays this one, he's alive, I think. Like, I have to take this. He takes that. No, I mean he's alive. I mean, if I respond to this, he lives. But I think we're still good on this one, right? Yeah, I guess so. I guess we're okay. Yeah, like, I messed up. Because I can't make a shape in here, right? Sorry. Ah, shoot. There we go. Like, if I play here, again, there's nowhere to poke out both of his eyes, right? So that should be Seki, because I honey boo-booed. Then you went back and played some Honest Go, and then lost on time, I guess? Yeah, lost on time. Wow, that actually took so long to do. Over an hour for one game. I guess I'll leave it at that for today. So I hope you enjoyed this bit more aggressive game of Go. I'm going to go tune into the Creators Invitational and see how they do tonight. So until next time, hope everyone has a great evening, great morning, great afternoon. Enjoy your Go, and I'll see you next time.